To prepare your final drawing, what you can do is use your layout from exercise number 2, and if you right-click, you can select Move Copy, Create a Copy, and you can see that we now have a duplicate copy of that layout, which we can now alter. So if we go into the main drawing, for this next drawing, we want this to be 1 inch equals 20 feet. And we can move that into position. And you can see that it can be a little bit finicky. And so for this reason, what we want to do is to select our viewport. And if we click on that and right-click, we can come up and click on Display Locked and say Yes. And now if we move around or try double-clicking in the viewport, we can't actually move our drawing. So you can see we have lots of room in which to insert our plant list. So let's go and find our file that we've saved. So simply go to that location, and if you double-click, it's been exported as an Excel file, so that should open directly into Excel. You can see that we have our count, the botanical name, so let's widen these columns. If you select them all and double-click on the edge here, that will give them the width that's appropriate. We're going to come in and right-click on this column and insert a row. And this is where we're going to just simply type in the title here. This is our plant list. And we can highlight these elements, make them bold. Let's actually boldface the plant list, make that 18 point so that we have a big title here. We can increase this up to 14 point and make each of these 12 point. And let's change this font so that it's much more readable. And again, we need to widen to adjust for the width that we've set for our columns. So we have each of these elements. We have the count, the botanical name, common name, key, and size. Let's move our key. So we're going to right-click here and cut this, and we're going to insert these cells as the first column. We'll move plant list back here. And we also have our 2 trees and the shrub. Let's move the shrub down. And we'll actually move this down. And these are trees, so we're going to just type in the word tree, trees, and these are our shrubs. And we can make that text bold as well. So what else do we need to do here? We can make this into divide the borders so that we'll divide between all of these. And then for the entire sheet, what we're going to do, actually let's outline each of these cells as well. And we're going to outline the entire plant list with a dark border. And we're going to take out this underline between the names, since that's no longer required. And we'll make the word count all uppercase as well. We can highlight this, make this nice green. Ooh, that's ugly. Let's go for a lighter green. And so we now have our plant list. So let's save this file. And we'll call this sample done. And this is the image that we'll now insert into AutoCAD. So looking at our layout, we're going to come to the Insert tab and go to Data and select Olay Object. And we have it, so we're going to create this from the file. We want it linked, and we're going to browse to find our file. And it's this sample done. Oh, so one of the things is that we need to actually go back to Excel and close this file. Then we can open this up. And voila, here's that image that we had created. And we can now, just as any other object, we can resize this using the handles. And place this into our drawing. So you can position this as you see fit. The big thing is that we now have a link between our plant key and our AutoCAD drawing. If we click on this and hit Olay and open, we can go back into Excel. And if there was something that we wanted to change, let's just say we wanted to make this into a 4-foot height instead of the 3-foot height. We can save that file, close this out, and you can see now automatically back in AutoCAD it's changed that to a 4-foot height. So the Olay object means that we have an interaction between the Excel file and the AutoCAD file. There's a live link between the two.